So what we're going to do today is for profit and loss, I'm going to go about solving all the questions of the solved examples which are there in the starting, right? And all these types of questions are there in the exercise which are given below after that. Okay. I am going to solve all of them. So what I want you guys to do is to go through how I'm solving these questions, right? And once this class is over, I'm recording this lecture right now. Once this class is over, you all can watch this video again. We'll put it on the YouTube page and go through all the questions which are mentioned over here, right? Please solve the questions again which are there in the book given to you. Solve the solved examples and use this as a point of reference as to how do we go about solving them. Okay, so you may feel that this is going really fast right now, but the point over here is for you to just see how we're going and solving these questions, right? And then try solving them on your own later on. Okay, so right now, can you all see the MCM video? If for your responses, what I want you guys to do is to give me a thumbs up on Zoom. If I ask you a question, please give me a thumbs up on Zoom using the feature so that I know you all have heard it. Okay, so can you all see the book right now clearly? Okay, excellent. So, okay, so let's start off with question number 3. Okay, so we've done, I'm not doing solved example 1 and 2. We've done those types of questions in the video which was mentioned earlier before. Let's try doing question number example 3, which is on page 82. Okay, it states that you have to find the cost price is what you need to find, with the selling price is 517 rupees, right? And the gain percent given to you is 10%, right? Now please remember that profit percent is profit upon cost price into 100 and not selling price, right? So over here, this is what profit percent is, nothing but selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100. So we've been given selling price over here, right? So 10% is equal to selling price, which is 517 minus cost price upon cost price into 100. Cross multiply. 10 cost price is equal to 51700 minus 100 cost price. You bring this over here, 110 cost price is equal to 51700. Cost price is equal to 5170 divided by 11. 11 fours are 44, right? And you have 7. So cost price over here is rupees 470. Understood, right? Okay. Let's look at example number 4 now. Okay. It states that by selling a watch for 144 rupees, a man loses 10%. At what price should he sell it to gain 10%? Okay. So we have selling price of the watch is what? 144. And when he sells it at 144 rupees, he loses 10%. You need to find out the selling price when he has a profit percent of 10%. So for that, we need to find the cost price first. Again, like previously, we will find the cost price. Loss percent is nothing but loss upon CP into 100. Loss is cost price minus selling price, right? So loss percent 10 is equal to cost price minus 144 upon cost price into 100. You have cost price equal to 10 CP minus 1440. You bring 1440 this side, 1440 is equal to 9 cost price. So cost price equal to 1440 by 9. 9 ones are 9, 6 are 54. Cost price is equal to rupees 160. Okay, so you have cost price which is equal to rupees 160. Now you need to solve the second part, which is this. The cost price you have, selling price is what you need to find, such that the profit percent is 10%, right? So what will you do? Profit percent is equal to profit upon CP into 100. So you have 10%. Profit is what? SP minus CP. So you have 16 is equal to selling price minus 160. Therefore, selling price is equal to rupees 176. Okay, so you will have to sell it for rupees 176 to get a profit of 10%. Understood? Okay. Example 5 is very similar to this. Okay. Let's do example 7 over here. Okay. It says a man sells an article at a profit for a profit of 20%. If he had bought it at 10% less and sold it for 5 less, he would have gained 25%. Find the cost price of the article. Okay. Let's go about this slowly. Okay. Okay, it says that a man sells an article at a profit of 20%. Okay, so let's write down what we have first. He sells an article at a profit of 20%, right? We have to find, if you look at the question, you have to find what the cost price of this article is. So let the cost price be X. Okay, now if the cost price is X, can we find the selling price using this? We have profit percent is equal to selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100. 20% is the profit percentage. Selling price minus cost price is X upon X into 100. Your X is equal to 5 into selling price minus 5X. You have 6X is equal to 5 selling price. Therefore, selling price is equal to 6 upon 5 into X, which is equal to 1.2X. Okay, now that you have the selling price and you have the cost price, right? It says if, okay, now they said if he had bought it at 20% less and sold it for 5 less. Okay, if he bought it for 20% less, what does that mean? The initial cost price is X. This is the new cost price. It is what? 20% less than the original cost price. So X minus 20 upon 100X, which is 80 upon 100X, which is 0.8X. This is the new scenario. In the second scenario, they said that the selling price is 5 rupees less. So we had 1.2X was the selling price previously, but it is 5 rupees less. Let's read the question again. It says if he had bought it at 20% less and sold it for 5 rupees less, he would have gained 25%. So the new profit percentage is 25%. Okay, so let's put all this in the profit percentage formula and see if we can find the value of X. So we have profit percentage is again SP minus CP upon CP into 100, right? Profit percentage is 25, SP is 1.2x minus 5, cost prices 0.8x upon 0.8x into 100. 25 ones are 25 fours are. Okay, we'll cross multiply this over here. You get 0.8x is equal to, we'll subtract this value here. So you'll get 0.4x minus 5. Right, so your 0.8x is equal to 1.6x minus 20. Your 0.8x is equal to 1.6x minus 20. Okay, you bring 20 on this side, you have 20 is equal to 0.8x. So x is equal to 20 upon 0.8, which is 200 upon 8. 2 fours are, 200s are, is 25. So the cost price of the article was rupees 25. All right. Okay. Fine. Now let's look at example 9. Okay. In example 9, it deals with expenses, total expense, quantity, and price of an item. Can you hear me properly? I want to know 1 second. Can everyone hear me? Please give me an up vote or no if you can hear me.
We can't hear you.
Who can't hear me? Majority of people can hear me, I think. So it's a problem on your end then. Okay. Okay. So example 9 essentially is, it states that a reduction. So let's first understand what they're talking about. So here it talks about the price of one item into the quantity of one item, into the number of items that you buy, which is the total expense. So if, for example, you have 200 rupees to go buy Lay's. Okay, one packet of Lay's costs 10 rupees. So say total amount which you have, total amount is 200 rupees, and you have the price of one packet of Lay's is 10 rupees. Right? So how many Lay's can you buy? 200 divided by 10, which is 20. Right? Essentially what you did was total expense is equal to quantity into the price, the number of items that you can buy into the price of one item. Okay, that's exactly what they're talking about over here. Here they mentioned that a reduction of 20% in the price of sugar enables a purchaser to obtain 4 kg more for 160 rupees. So over here we have, let's say there are two scenarios. The first scenario is the price of 1 kg of sugar, say let's assume it is X rupees. So it is X rupees per kg. Okay, this is the first scenario. And what have they said? The price has reduced by 20%. So it is X minus 20 upon 100 into X, which is what? 80 upon 100 into X, which is 0.8x. Right? Okay. In both scenarios, you have 160 rupees to spend. The total expense in both scenarios is 160 rupees. So over here, the quantity which you have 160 is equal to X into quantity. So quantity which you have over here is 160 upon X. This is the number of kgs of sugar which you can buy. Similarly over here, the quantity which you have is 160 divided by 0.8x. So 160 is equal to quantity into the price. Yes or no? Right? So this is the second quantity, is the first quantity. Now because the price, if the price of an item becomes less, you can buy more of them. Say for in the Lay's example, from 10 rupees it became 5 rupees. You could then buy 40 Lay's. So by this logic, quantity 2 has to be greater than quantity 1. How much greater it is? It has been mentioned over here that it is 4 kgs more. That means quantity 2 minus quantity 1 is equal to 4 kgs. Right? We have values of quantity 2 and quantity 1. Right? We have 160 upon 0.8x minus 160 upon x is equal to 4. Okay, let's take 160 upon x common. You have 1 upon 0.8 minus 1, which is equal to 4. 160 upon x, you bring 0.8 there, so you have 0.2 upon 0.8 equal to 4. 4 times 40 and then 10. Therefore, x is equal to 10 rupees per kg. This is the initial price of 1 kg of sugar. It is 10 rupees. They've asked you to find the reduced price as well as the original rate. This is the original rate. The reduced rate we know was 0.8x, so which is equal to what? Rupees 8 per kg. I hope you understand. There are a lot of questions just based on this same concept which are mentioned and which are done in the exercise later on. Please understand this concept. Expense is equal to quantity into price. Okay. Let's look at example 13 now. Right, it says 2 chairs and 1 table cost 640 rupees, while 1 chair and 2 tables cost 740 rupees. What is the cost of each? Right, so over here, let's say the cost of 1 chair is rupees X, CP of 1 chair. Similarly, CP of 1 table right? So the first, from the first statement, it says it is 2x plus y is equal to 640 and x plus 2y is equal to 740. You have two equations over here. I will multiply the first equation by 2. Right? I will get what? 4x plus 2y is equal to 1280. You have x plus 2y is equal to 740. I will subtract both of them. 3x, 2y to y gets cancelled, is equal to 540. Therefore, x is equal to 180 rupees. So cost price of 1 chair is 180 rupees. Now when you substitute x over here, you have x plus 2y is 740. So 180 plus 2y is equal to 740. So 2y is equal to 740 minus 180. So the cost of one table is 280 rupees. Okay. Now let's look at example 14. Now, example 14 states that the selling price of 10 articles is the same as the cost price of 12 articles. Find the gain percent. Now, please understand that when we need to find gain percentage and or loss percentage, it has to be the selling price and the cost price has to be for the same number of articles. Here we have selling price of 10 and cost price of 12, so there's a problem over here. Okay, so what do we do over here? It says that the selling price of 10 articles is equal to the cost price of 12 articles. Okay, let's assume that this value is equal to say 100 rupees. This means that 10 into the selling price of one article is equal to 100 rupees, and 12 into the cost price of one article is 100 rupees, right? So 10 into selling price of one article is 100 rupees. Therefore, the selling price of one article is 10 rupees. You also know that 12 into the cost price of one article is 100 rupees. So cost price of one article is 100 by 12. 2 6 are 250 are 2 3 are 225. So cost price of one article is rupees 8.33 rupees. Now that you have the selling price and cost price of one article, you can easily find the profit percentage. How? Profit is what? Selling price minus cost price. What? 10 minus 8.33, which is rupees 1.67. Profit percentage is what? Profit upon CP into 100 is 1.67 upon 8.33 into 100. The profit percentage comes out to be 20%. Calculate 1.6 divided by 8.33. You get profit percentage is 20%. Here you can see this 1.67 divided by 8.33. Okay, this is essentially 5 times and this is 20. So profit percentage is 20%. Okay. Let's look at 10th question. एक बार 10th question देखते हैं. It says a dishonest dealer professes to sell his goods at cost price, but uses a weight of 960 grams for a kg weight. Find his gain percent. Okay, what is happening over here? Right? Instead, so what is he saying? He's a dishonest salesman, right? So basically, what he's saying is that he says that he will sell his products at cost price, right? But what he's doing, the way he's being dishonest is that he says that if he actually sells say 10 kgs of product, the actual quantity of the product is not 10 kgs. He's actually selling less than 10 kgs. Okay, so what they mentioned is that for every 1 kg, he's actually selling 960 grams. So his 1 kg of product which is actually selling is actually 0.96 kgs. Okay, So now let's assume that he sold 10 kgs of product, right? You as a customer came and said, Acha, give me 10. Say, assume he's a vegetable seller. He's saying selling 10 kgs of tomatoes. 10 kgs of tomatoes he sold, right? And say the cost of one, the selling cost price of one, say cost price of 1 kg is say 20 rupees per kg. So total cost price is what? Rupees 200. Sorry. Cost price is rupees 20 per kg. Okay? That's the cost of the say potatoes or tomatoes, whatever. And he sold 10 kgs to someone. Actually, the product which is the amount of product which is sold is not 10 kgs. He sold how much? 10 into 0.96, which is what? 9.6 kgs. He sold 9.6 kgs, right? Now the cost of, now I have said that the cost of 1 kg of tomato is 20 rupees. So the actual cost of these 10 kgs, supposed 10 kgs of tomatoes is what? 9.6 into 20. क्योंकि एक्चुअली सिर्फ 9.6 kgs के टोमेटोज है, उसने झूठ बोल के 9.6 kgs को 10 kgs में बोल के बेच दिया है, राइट? सो हाउ मच इज 90? दिस इज 192 rupees. Okay, so his actual cost price has been 192 rupees, right? This is actual cost price. But what has he told people? He said ki I am selling you 10 kgs at 20 rupees per kg. So he's selling, the amount of money which he got was what? 20 into 10, which is what? Rupees 200. Right? So he actually, this was his actual selling price because he sold it at 200 rupees, but his actual cost price was 192 rupees. So you can see he's made a profit. His profit is what? 200 minus 192, which is rupees 8. His profit percent is 8 upon cost price is 192. Two fours are 296 are 2 twos are 240. He's actually made a profit of 4.1/6%. Why? Because his actually what he told the customer was 10 kgs was not actually 10 kgs, was actually 9.6 kgs. If he assumed his cost price to be 20 rupees per kg, his actual cost price was 192 rupees. He told the customer that he's selling them 10 kgs for 20 rupees per kg, which is the cost price. So the customer is very happy that he's selling them at cost price. But where he did the scam was he didn't actually sell them 10 kgs, sold them less than 10 kgs. So that's where he made the profit. Okay, let's look at example 16. It says that a vendor sells 5 lemons for a rupee, gaining thereby 40%. How many did he buy for a rupee? So it says a vendor sells 5 lemons for a rupee. So selling price of 5 lemons is 1 rupee. Profit percentage is 40%. Selling price of 5 lemons is 1 rupee. Therefore, 5 into selling price of 1 lemon is 1 rupee. So selling price of 1 is 1 upon 5. Okay. Now we have selling price and we have profit percentage. Can we find cost price? Okay. Let's find cost price. You have profit percentage is selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100. Your 40 is equal to, this is nothing but 0.2. 0.2 minus cost price upon cost price into 100. You can bring this 10 down over here. Four divided by 10, right? You have 0.4 over here. Zero 0.4 is equal to 0.2 minus Cp upon Cp. So here 0.4 Cp is equal to 0.2 minus Cp. Okay. So you get Cp over here. It is 1.4 Cp is equal to 0.2. So cost price is equal to 0.2 by 1.4, which is 2 by 14, which is 1 by 7. So the cost price is rupees 1 by 7. Okay? That means if you buy one lemon, you can get it for rupees 1 by 7. So for rupees 1, how much can you get? It's 1 into 1 is equal to 1 by 7 into x. Therefore, x is equal to 7. Okay. Now we'll move on to problems on discounts. Right. So essentially, we need to understand the first of all, discount is given on marked price. We've learned that already. We know that selling price is nothing but marked price minus discount. Okay. So let's look at the example 19. It states that a radio dealer marks a radio with a price which is 20% more than the cost price and allows a discount of 10% on it. Find the gain percent. Okay. So over here, there are two ways of doing it. One, we can put the cost price as X, or we can take cost price as 100. Let's take cost price as X. Okay, if the cost price is X, it says that the radio dealer marks the radio 20% more than the cost price. Marked price will be what? X plus 20% of X, right? Because it's 20% more than X. So this is what? 120 upon 100x. This is what? 1.2x. This is your marked price. Agreed? Okay. Now it says it allows a discount on 10%. So discount percentage is 10%. Now what do you apply the discount on? You always apply the discount on the marked price, right? When we go shopping, when we see there is a 20% discount, it's on the marked price, the listed price. So let's find out the discount amount. कितना discount मिल रहा है? It's 10 upon 100 of 1.2x, because 10% off marked price is nothing but 0.12x, 1.2x upon 10, right? Now we can find the selling price over here. Selling price is nothing but marked price minus discount. We know the marked price is 1.2x. We know the discount is 0.12x. So what is the selling price? 1.20. This is the selling price. You know that x is the cost price. 1.08x is the selling price. Okay? So what is the profit? Selling price minus cost price. 1.08x minus x is what? 0.08x. This is the profit because your selling price and your cost price. Can we find profit percentage from here? Profit upon CP into 100. So your profit, which is 0.08x upon x into 100. So your profit percentage is what? 8%. Right? We go about doing it systematically. The profit is always on CP, right? And you need selling price and cost price of that. When you are finding profit and profit percentage or loss and loss percentage, we have never talked about marked price then. Marked price comes into picture only when you're talking about discount. Right? ठीक है. Let's look at question number 21. It states that a tradesman marks his good at such a price that after allowing a discount of 15%, he makes a profit of 20%. Find the marked price of an article which costs him 850 rupees. So it has been given to us that the cost price of the article is 850 rupees. Let's read the question again. There is a discount percentage of 15%. And there's a profit of 20%. We need to find out the marked price. To find out the marked price, we need to know the discount as well as the selling price. Can we find out the selling price first? Let's find out selling price kya hai. How can we find selling price? We can find from cost price and profit percent. We know profit percent is nothing but selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100. We have 20 is selling price minus 850 upon 850 into 100. $85 into 2 is 170 is equal to selling price minus 850. Therefore, selling price is 850 plus 170, which is 1020. Right? You have cost price and selling price abhi mil gaya hame cost price se. Right? Now you have discount percentage. Okay? Now again, you find the discount on the marked price. You don't find the discount. You don't find the discount on the selling price. Right? So you have marked price is unknown. You have discount percentage is 15%, right? And you have selling price which is 1020. What do we do over here, right? Let's take the marked price as X. If the discount percentage is 15%, the discount amount is how much? 15 upon 100 into X, 0.15x. इतना डिस्काउंट रुपीज में दे रहे हैं हम लोग. So what is the selling price over here? Nothing but marked price minus discount. Marked price क्या है? X minus 0.15x, which is what? 0.85x. Selling price you already know, previously we found out was 1020. So X, which is the marked price, is 1020 divided by 0.85. Is equal to 1200 rupees. Okay, let's look at example 22. Okay, it states that if a commission of 10% is given on the written price of an article, the gain is 20%. Find the gain percentage if the commission is increased to 20%. Essentially, commission over here is nothing but discount. Okay, so essentially it says if a discount of 10% is given, the profit percentage is 20%. You have to find the gain percentage if the profit, if the discount is increased to 20%, right? So now before we solve questions using X, let's solve this using 100. Okay, so say the marked price of this article is 100 rupees. They said that the discount percentage is 10%, right? So discount percentage is 10%. So the discount amount, therefore discount is what? 10 upon 100 into marked price, which is what? 10 upon 100 into 100, which is 10 rupees. So the selling price over here is nothing but marked price minus discount, which is 100 minus 10, which is 90 rupees, right? They said when the 10% discount is given, the gain profit percentage is 20%. Now you have profit percentage, your selling price. Can we find cost price? You have profit percentage is selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100. So you have 20 upon 100 is 90 minus cost price upon cost price into 100. So you get cost price is equal to 90 minus cost price, the entire thing multiplied by 5. Cost price is equal to 450 minus 5 CP. So 6 CP is equal to 450. Cost price equal to 450 by 6. 2 3s are 2. So the cost price of the article is 75 rupees. Okay. Now you have to find the gain percentage if the commission is increased to 20%. You know, cost price is 75 rupees, right? Marked price we have taken as 100 rupees. Now they've said that the discount percentage is how much? 20%. If discount percentage is 20%, the discount, so the new selling price will be what? 100 minus 20 upon 100 into marked price. Wait, hold on. Let's not do this. The new discount amount will be 20 upon 100 into marked price, which is 100. 20 rupees का discount है. So selling price will be what? Marked price minus discount is 100 minus 20, 80 rupees. Now your selling price, which is 80 rupees. Cost price is what? 75 rupees. Can we find profit percentage? Profit percentage is what? Profit percentage is 80 minus 75 upon 75 into 100. 5 upon 75 into 100. 5 1, sorry, let this 5, let this be. Am I doing 5 upon 75 into 100? Okay. 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are, and then 15. Okay. 5 threes are, 5 20s are. So your profit percentage is 6, 2 by 3%. Okay. Let's look at the last solved example, which is example 23. Right? It says find the single discount equivalent to a series discount of 20%, 10%, and 5%. This essentially means that first there was a discount on a product of 20%. Whatever value you get on that, there was another discount which is 10%. The value you get over there, on top of that, you got 5% discount. Now the final value that you get, they've asked you what is one direct discount which you can give the original price so that you get the final value. So let's assume that the original value is 100 rupees. Okay. It first gets a discount of 20%. So how much is this? 20 upon 100 into 100, which is 20. 100 minus 20 is what? 80 rupees. So this 100 has become 80 rupees. After this, you get another discount which is of 10%. Now you're going to get 10% discount on 80 rupees. So how much is the discount value? 10% of 80, which is what? 8 rupees. So the new selling price is what? 80 minus 8, which is 72 rupees. Now you're getting a further discount of 5% on this. So you're getting 5 upon 100 into 72. Right? How much is this? 72 into 5, 5 2s are 10, 360. So you have 360 by 10 by 100, which is rupees 3.6 rupees. Okay? So how much is the new value? 72 minus 3.6. 68.4. 68.4 is the value you get after you do a 5% discount on 72 rupees. Now they have asked you what is the discount percentage going from here directly to here. Right? So it goes from 100 to 68.4. Okay, it's going from 100 to 68.4 rupees. How much is the discount over here? Discount value is how much? 100 minus 68.4. This is what? Rupees 31.60. Okay. Now discount percentage is what? Discount upon MP into 100. 31.60 original mark price कितना 100 into 100 so 31.6% is your single discount. Essentially, if you give a discount of 31.6% over here, that will be equivalent to you giving 20% discount, then 10% discount, then 5% discount. Okay, I hope you guys understood what we did over here. The point over here is for you to get an idea as to how do we go about solving the different types of questions. All of these types of questions are there in the exercise given next. Okay, in the on page 85 to 88. I've solved all the different types of questions. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to try and solve these questions again on your own. Okay, take your time, slow down the video, watch it again. Fine. And see if you have any other problems. If you have more doubts, you can send those doubts on the helpline number. Okay, and if you have a doubt lecture later on, we can discuss them there. Okay.